The uses of a wind tunnel. Wind tunnel, as I've already stated, allows engineers to accurately correct or modify any type of vehicle so that it achieves its top performing standards and that a company or anybody may want for an object. It allows corrections to be made with sensors in it. It allows in-test corrections, and it also shows the flow of air as it goes over the object. Alright, the parts of a wind tunnel. First part of a wind tunnel is the drive section. It is the source of the airflow. It's what's pushing the airflow around in the circle in a closed circuit or through the tunnel in a open circuit. Then it goes to the diffuser section. It directs the airflow and also slows it down so that it is not careening over the object and causing turbulence over it and variable stats. Then there's the test section. It is the chamber that holds the test object, either suspended or on the ground, whether it be a plane or a car. And then there's the settling section that either lets the air out in a open circuit wind tunnel or settles the air before going back into the drive section to go around again in a closed circuit. Alright, building the wind tunnel. As I said before, I chose an open circuit wind tunnel made from household supplies. The main supplies I used were a leaf blower as the drive section. I used plexiglass and plywood to form my test section and my settling chamber. I used smoke to try and test out to see if my wind tunnel worked and if the airflow went over top the car correctly. And as my test object, I used a die-cast model NASCAR race car. Alright. And I already stated the leaf blower source of power. The plywood was the outside walls and the tunnel structure, as you can see in the picture. The plexiglass lets you view the test object as it's running, and the die-cast model car is what I was testing. Alright. To prove the thesis of being able to build a wind tunnel out of household supplies, I'm here in my garage, and we got to start with finding some wood. We'll start off with this, see what we can do. Second, we have to find something that'll act as a screen so we can be able to view inside of it. Hate being short. And for that we have plexiglass. Okay, and we need a screen at the end of it, so short again. This will work. Alright, and last I'm going to need a wind source. So, I'm going to use my dad's old leaf blower. Alright, time to start cutting down the pieces and getting this thing fixed. Perfect fit. Perfect. Alright, all the pieces are cut. Now it's time to assemble it. Voila, finished. Wind tunnel made out of stuff at home. And it's done. of my wind tunnel. The actual testing of it was cut out of the clip, but we tested it out, blew smoke through the black tube that you see on the left, and actually watched the smoke correctly flow over the car and around the sides without a turbulent motion. Alright, and my conclusion is that it is possible to make a functional wind tunnel out of household supplies, although the actual testing out of an object with it scientifically is unlikely and not quite efficient, especially because it is an open circuit wind tunnel and it's not as reliable as its alternative open circuit, and also sensors are not household materials, so you would not usually have scientific wind tunnel sensors to correctly test out a test subject in the wind tunnel. That is my project, Professor Brown. I hope you like it, and thank you very much for being my expert this year. Hopefully I see you in the fall.